Imagine you're at the grocery store. You reach for your favorite imported cheese, only to see the price has doubled since last month. It's not because cows went extinct, and it's not because the store suddenly got more greedy. It's because of something working behind the scenes, a tariff. Tariffs are like hidden toll booths on the global highway of trade. You don't see them, but every time goods cross a border, someone is paying, and that someone is usually you. In today's crash course, we're diving into tariffs, what they are, why governments use them, how they impact your wallet, and why they often ignite fiery battles between nations. By the end, you'll see how a single tariff can ripple through entire economies, shaping industries, sparking trade wars, and even altering the course of history. Tariffs aren't new. In fact, they've been around as long as organized trade itself. Picture ancient merchants carrying silk, spices, and gold along the Silk Road. At nearly every border crossing, rulers slapped on a fee, an early form of tariffs. Fast forward to 1930. The U.S. passes the infamous Smoot-Hawley Tariff Act, raising taxes on over 20,000 imported goods. The goal was to protect American farmers during the Great Depression. The result was disaster. Other countries retaliated with tariffs of their own. Global trade collapsed, unemployment soared, and economists now see Smoot-Hawley as gasoline poured on an already raging fire. And it doesn't stop there. From the Boston Tea Party protesting British tea taxes to the U.S.-China trade war of the 21st century, tariffs have been at the heart of economic conflict. First, what a tariff actually is. A tariff is simply a tax placed on imports. Think of it like a cover charge at a nightclub. If you want foreign goods to enter the domestic market, they have to pay up first. Second, who benefits and who loses. Governments collect money, domestic industries get protection from cheaper foreign competition, and politicians get to say they're defending jobs. But here's the catch. Consumers pay higher prices, and exporters often get punished when other nations retaliate. It's a classic case of protecting the few at the expense of the many. Third, trade wars explained. Imagine two kids in a sandbox. One throws sand in the other's face. The other retaliates by dumping an entire bucket of sand over the other's head. Soon the whole sandbox is a mess. That's a trade war. One country raises tariffs, the other fights back, and before long, global supply chains and your wallet take the hit. Fourth, real-world consequences. Tariffs can save a steel mill in Pittsburgh, but raise the price of cars across the country. They can give farmers temporary relief, but crush exporters when foreign markets close. Tariffs are like medicine with serious side effects. Sometimes they help, sometimes they make the patient worse. Let's zoom in on something recent. The U.S.-China trade war that kicked off in 2018. I'll leave it to you if you want to dive deeper and to see who was behind that trade war, but I'd rather not spark anything political here. The U.S. slapped tariffs on $360 billion worth of Chinese goods, everything from electronics to clothing. China fired back with tariffs on American soybeans, pork, and automobiles. Picture a Midwest farmer staring at unsold silos of soybeans. Meanwhile, American tech companies scramble to find new suppliers outside of China. The trade war didn't just hit corporations. It trickled all the way down to you and me, as is often the case with corporate cost, and rarely the case with corporate earnings. Higher prices on everyday items, from washing machines to sneakers. Both countries claimed they were protecting jobs. But studies showed the tariffs ended up being a net cost to consumers. And covert tax quietly pulled from millions of wallets. So what's the big takeaway? Tariffs are never just about money. They're about power, politics, and national pride. Every time you buy something made overseas, you're not just shopping. You're stepping into a centuries-old tug-of-war between governments, industries, and global markets. Tariffs might seem small, but history shows they can tilt economies, spark wars, and shape the way the world trades. If tariffs are the roundabout tax, then inflation is the sneaky little thief. slowly eroding your money without you even noticing. And that's exactly what we'll tackle next, the weight on your back that builds over a lifetime. How inflation sneaks into your wallet, why it's so hard to stop, and what it means for your financial future. So click that subscribe button and click that like button, because the lessons are far from over. And the money compendium is only getting bigger.